I've seen the best thing so far in 2018. I was only made aware of it the other day, right? Or yesterday. I spent all this time trying to get noticed, trying to make videos on here to be noticed. And all I had to do was go to a bloody wedding. There's now a hashtag on the book face, yeah, which apparently is dedicated to me. And it says, who wears a baseball cap to a wedding? I was over the moon when I learned that. I think I was the only one there wearing a hat anyway. I mean, who ain't gonna, man? It's me. Oh, I was over the moon, and I still am. Just goes to show you can spend as long as you like trying to be noticed, and then all you got to do is be yourself, and then people will notice you. Anyway, that's enough of that. I've got some work to do. Let's take a bit of time and have a look. We've got a few comments here. I don't really do this. From Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill, man, you are... I forgot to mention you last time when you was a bit upset. You're a good old guy, mate. Thanks for watching. Rusty, you certainly work on some vehicles. Half the time they're only suitable for the tip. P.S. Is RustySkull your real name, or it's for YouTube purposes only? Well, I do work on some vehicles if you're American, or just vehicles if you're speaking the proper language. Yeah, I do. I know I work on some, but they're not all just for the bloody tip, are they? A lot of the time I get them out of the tip. No, I mean, you know, older stuff is better, and that's what I like to do, dude. I like to fix old stuff up. I know I don't go all the way. If I was a millionaire, I would go all the way and I'd buy loads of new parts, and I'd restore them exactly 100% to new. But since I'm just me, I just get them running, and then that's that. But I enjoy that, and that's good. And I like stuff to be a bit ratty-tatty anyway. Who likes new stuff? That's why I never buy a new car. It's too new, man. And yes, it's no secret that Rusty is just my stage name as such, if you want to call it that. Because, well, why not? Ever since my identity got nicked, I decided to change everything to different names. So, there you go. You lot will know me as that from now on. Here we got another one. It's from, James. Good old James. Well done, dude. Another great video, dude. Keep them coming, mate. Cheers, dude. I really appreciate your, whatever it's called. Support. That's the one. We got another one here. The 55 points, another long time viewer. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate it. I wonder what it's like over on your side of the planet right now. Spiders. Runs fine, man. 20 years go by fast. And they do. I'd be surprised if I am still alive in another 20. 8 to 12 inches of... Oh, look, it tells me there how much snow. 8 to 12 inches of snow for us today. With ice... rain at times, so I took personal day off work. Just do not want to deal with that this morning. Yes, why not? Everybody loves a bit of snow. The online capture. I thought you was dead, mate. Glad to see you're back. I miss the old crackhead KX. The crackhead KX. It's funny you should mention that, actually. 8 minutes ago as well. That's well, it's funny. I was only just exchanging text messages with the person who owns that crackhead KX80. He's actually a family member, and I'll tell you what's happened with that. I was very well, you lot know I got it running. See, they don't watch any of these videos. They have no idea. They couldn't give it an uncle's monkey, you see, so they're not caught up with it. But I was looking forward, I got it all running, got it nice. I left the old gearbox all in it for testing purposes and everything like that, so that I give it back to him because it's his bike and he'd only just bought it and he hadn't looked at it, blah blah blah. And then when I gave it to him, he's tried to start it up and he said it wouldn't run. So it's currently round at his house, and the father-in-law, he likes a bit of bikes, and see what it is, he's decided that he's going to take over and he's going to try and get it to go. But from what I understand is he's taken it apart in the garage and it's just been left there now. I don't know why that is. Trust me, I was looking forward to getting it back to work on it some more, because I enjoy working on that. That's a very nice old bike, that KX80. Very good. If he can find all the good plastics and everything for it, that would be brilliant. That would be a very rare bike. Be worth about £2 grand, £2.5 grand, in good, perfect condition. Not like, you know, that needed a lot of work on it. But I was really much looking forward to getting it back. But you know, they want to do their thing with it and they want to get it going themselves. You know, I reckon the reason it's not running, I'm going to put a bet on this, because I didn't tighten the spark plug all the way. I've done it finger tight. So either the spark plug's come out and it's just not compressionizing, or another problem that it was having in the past, if you remember, was the float on the carb was getting stuck. I think this is more likely to be the problem. The float on the carb was getting stuck, and then it was overflowing, and then it was going into the piston, into the cylinder, and hydrolocking it up. I think that's more than likely the problem, because they described that it wouldn't turn over. So I reckon that's the problem. But anyway, I'm probably not going to get that KX80 back, Mr. Online Capture, because they're working on it themselves. No, I don't want to tread on their toes, don't want to tread on their feet, kind of thing, you know. So that's that, I'm afraid. We got another one 12 hours ago. I'm a bit below in the old comments today. Is that how you pronounce your name? Jan? Is it Jan? I think it's Jan, isn't it? I don't know, man. Anyway, cool, buddy. What happened? Oh yeah, I do enjoy reading these comments, actually. It's quite funny. What happens to the big go-kart, or did I miss an episode? The big go-kart. Well, we all know what happened to the big go-kart. Well, the go-kart project was a complete and utter shambles, I'm afraid, because I took on far too much. It was far too much for me to chew. I mean, it was going to be quite expensive, or what I would call expensive anyway. I thought it would be literally a case of put it in the garage, sand the paint off of it, spray it, get an engine from a scrapyard or something for a few quid, bolt it on, do a bit of welding here and there, bolt it on, buy some wheels and tyres, and away we go, and a seat, and away we go. But it was turning out to be a lot more expensive than I was anticipating. I completely misjudged that, and I couldn't afford to do it. And I thought, well, at least leave it there, and I'll get, you know, I'll buy and sell a lot of vacuum cleaners and other things, and raise a lot of money, and then do it. But it was taking up more space than it was worth. Does that make any sense? So that was the trouble with that. So I just sold the frame as it was, made a nice bit of profit on the frame, considering I got the whole thing out of a ditch for free. So we're all good and handy dandy there. It's not to say though, by the way, that there won't be another buggy project in the future, because if I ever get any more space than what I've got, but also if I ever sort of find one that doesn't need too much money spent on it or whatever, or if I can sell something and make a lot of money, then I might do another one, because I'd love to do a go-kart project. Proper one. A proper two-stroke go-kart project. Look at that, 3,925. I haven't looked at that for a while. That's gone up a bit. Wow, cheers everyone. Cheers everyone, I really appreciate every single subscription, like, thumb up, comment, everything. And I'm waving my arm about like one of those funny Americans. That must just be a thing what happens, man. But I really appreciate all of them. I don't tell you that often enough, you know. I watch other videos, other people, and they say it in every single video, and I'm just like, stop going on about it. But that's why I don't say it very often, you know. But I really appreciate it all, so thank you very much, all of you. And you know what? I may read out a few more comments every now and again. I read every single one of them to myself, but I don't often put them out there, do I? Maybe I should do. Show my appreciation. Maybe I should do that. I think I'll start doing that. I've got a target for this year. What I'm going to do is, if I can reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2018, I'm going to give away a camcorder. Might not be this particular camcorder. I might have been able to afford a better one to give away by then. But this is a camcorder. It's a brand new GZHM445, which is a nice camcorder. But if I can reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2018, which is this year, then I will give away a camcorder to one of the subscribers. So let's see if we can make it. There's only there's only two conditions. Yeah, two conditions. One, you got to be subscribed to me, and I can always check to see how long you've been subscribed for. Not that it really matters, you're all going to get an even chance, but I'm just saying. And you've also got to be fairly active throughout the year with the comments, yeah? Because someone could subscribe literally on the day that I go to give this away at the end of the year, and you could win it, which ain't fair on the rest of them. So you've got to be active. You've got to be quite active for, let's say, at least a month or so, commenting and things like that. Yeah, and then that's when you'll be given a chance to win this, to win a camcorder. Yeah, brilliant. 10,000, 10,000. We're nearly on 4, so we're nearly there. Oh, by the way, for those of you that may be interested, I'm not sure if the video's actually gone live yet. It probably will have done, but I washed this iPhone in the washing machine. It had a pretty much a full cycle. It looks a bit bent there, but it had pretty much a full cycle in the washing machine. And this is where some of you say, they're all waterproof, you fool. But to my knowledge, the iPhone 7 isn't waterproof. And it survived the whole lot. That's pretty crazy. Everything so far appears to work. The speakers work, the charger works, the battery seems to be still holding the charge, the camera works, that camera works, the ear speaker thing works, the microphone works, the fingerprint recognition works. Everything seems to work. And it had a full cycle in a washing machine, and it weren't just any one. Well, it was just any one, but it was a 40-degree one, and I usually wash most of my clothes at 20 because whatever. But it was in a 40-degree wash, and so it got a little bit hot as well, and you know, full of soap and everything, and can that softener stuff, and it works, man. There was a bit of a watermark under the screen itself, because I nearly took it apart. I nearly took it apart because I used to fix iPhones. It's a bit of a job, and they're easy to take apart. Whereas I don't know about the 7, but I just left it, and the water spot underneath there went like that along there, up there it did, and but that's gone now. So you know, we're all perfect now. But unbelievable that it went through a wash in a washing machine and it still works. So it is possible. Well, there's the 262 all put in the box. I have to make a box out of 2 boxes, but it'll be there, it'll get there. I wonder if it's going to go to another collector. I'll have to ask him if they're going to collect or not.